Well, good morning, early birds. Don't you have the feeling that if you hear this sound, then you just want to go to your favorite jazz bar and stay there all night long? And maybe you just came out of your jazz bar at 4 a.m. Eastern time, and then this is your after show, I think, or something. For all the other early birds, when it's morning for you, it's 4 a.m. Eastern time. It's 10 o'clock in Amsterdam. There's no sun anymore here in the Netherlands because it's not raining right now, but it rained this morning, so dog got all wet and I got all wet. But nice morning to do some walking as we do every morning. Hope that everybody's okay. Bruce is okay. Bruce is here. You're new. Okay, Bruce, and there are a lot of people here who can help you. Crow, you want to buy AMC? This is financial advice. Okay, get this banner at the bottom here. It's not financial advice from me, so good morning to you. Nice to see you all. Good morning, friends, I have to say, I think. There's an after party, yeah, while you're still up, I think. Motor Dance, good morning. So, guys, if you have a second, if you can give me 1 second of your time, I give you 1 hour every morning for free, because that's what we do at Benzinga. We don't charge you for anything on these shows. We don't sell you anything. I'm not selling you anything, and Spencer does not sell you anything, and Neil does not sell you anything, and Catherine does not sell you anything. It's my favorite show, by the way. Check out Catherine Ross if you're into that Bitcoin. I am not, but I'm trying to learn, so I'm watching her whenever I can, and just looking now at some pre-market stocks, things that are moving right now. So Xila trying to get up there. PBTS, big move for PBTS from 350 all the way to 426. So if you are an early bird, you could have gone in here, right here at this point when it broke this post-market level. I did not do that. Even if you just, because that's 125,000 shares traded, that's a lot in pre-market. Even if you just have, I don't know, 200 shares, 300 shares, then this is a move from $3.50 to $4. If you want to do that, then be my guest. I traded pre-market on some occasions, as you all know, at least all the people from the beginning know that. So this is VTNR, also 42% up already now. So a big move. But what we are going to do, I don't have my screen up, but so this is what I was talking about, PBTS. Look at this. Whoa. Neil is the crazy one at Benzinga. Yeah, I know. He is. With his trademark, yeah, I can't even repeat. But Emrin also trying to get up there. So a lot of stocks trying to get up there right now. And let's look at our own watch list. Let's look at what we have on our watch list. So, no, these are pre-market stocks. Are you stupid? Yes, you are. Can you kick it? Yes, you can. 16 items in total on my watch lists. Green ones, red ones, big ones, small ones, volume ones, no volume ones. Everything is tradable if you're putting in the right levels. So did we all hit that like already? But we have to get to 100 likes. We almost got there, I think, the day before yesterday. Yesterday was something going on. I don't know what exactly that was, but I'm doing very good for us. Thank you for that. So take a second of your time, even if you're watching this, if you're not watching this live, which I know a lot of people do. I can see you. No, I can't really see you. But if you're watching this live, not at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., or 6 or 7 or even 8, and having your morning coffee, then it would be fitted if you just put in that like and hit that share button and share this with your friends, share this with your own community. We've got something going on here at Benzinga. So let's go to the watch list. 16 stocks. Did I say that? Yes, I did say that. So on the watch list today are listen. Here we are. Fix, OTEX, BAC, OCGN, Space, AMC. Yeah, it's on there. NNDM. Okay, it's on there. PLTR, RIC, GE, CPNG, Workhorse, VIAC, Ford. Really? Yeah, really. MS and Beyond Meat. So that's a big old watch list, and there's something to trade for everybody. That's what I think, at least. So for people who are here the first time, this is what we're looking at for on our screens. On the right hand side of my screens, there's now the 1 minute, and on the left hand side there's the 5 minutes. This one, these are the screens that I use when I'm in them, or when I'm analyzing the charts that are up here. So this is what I'm looking for right now. This is not right, so I'm just going to see what's going on here again. So this is, hold on. Okay. So what we've got going on here are the 1 minute here on the right hand side of my screen, and on the left hand side of my screen there is the 5 minutes. And when I'm trading, I keep both of them up. What we are going to do in this show is we're going to talk about the levels. So there are levels of resistance and there are levels of supports. And on my screen you see a blue line, which is the 50 moving average. There is the yellow line, which is the 20, and with the green line there's the 9 moving average. And there was also this red line. This is the 200 SME on the 5 minute. That's the same. The 200 SME has no bearing on a 1 minute chart, so you don't have to look at that. And if we go to the daily, which we do quite often, then you see those same lines here: the 9 moving average, the 20, the 50, and the 200, which is important on the daily. And back to the 1 minute, and you also can see here this brown line, which is the VWAP. Then we have here this blue line. This is pre-market open. On this stock, it opened here at $13 all the way up to $15.30, and now just staying here to have a little breathe. And gonna watch this one. If it gets over this 15.29 again, then you have something to play with, I think. And then this white line here is the post-market close. So this is all post-market here, and there's the close, and then it opened here at pre-market level $13 and got all the way up here. So that's what's happening on my screens, and I will give you the levels, and I'm trying to talk you through what you can do on those levels. But you have to do your own strategy, of course. You always do. You have to do your own due diligence. You have to really get into this in order to trade yourself. I'm a trader by profession. I'm also an investor, but that's in European stocks, so I'm not going to bother you with that one. But I'm a trader, a day trader, so I get in the morning with 0 and get out in the morning, get out in the evening with 0, with a little gains, of course, but I hope, and sometimes I have to take some losses, and then I'm also going to tell you that. So this is where we add for all the newcomers here on the channel. And this show, like any other show, is about the community. It is Single Nation, of course, and please help each other in the chat. Good morning, James. Good morning, Juan. Okay, let's do some tickers, guys. We are 30 minutes into the show, so it's time to do tickers. So let's look at this. Switching now to the daily here to see what's going on here. VIX is a new stock, opened here around 28 level, and well, just really trying to get there. And did good in the last few days. So this daily chart opened here in what was it, the 27th of May. And it's interesting now to see there are not a lot of lines that you can draw here. So the 200 is missing, of course, because it's an average of 200 days, and the 50 is missing because it's not even 50 years old, so days old, years. This high is 1540 and this high is 1561, so it tries to get above this 1561, almost double topping here. But you want to see some continuation here. It moves $3.84 a day. So if this line will keep going up, that's the word that I was looking for, then you might just want to play this breakout about 50.62. So I just want to buy this one into strength. If it stays above this 50.62, then you can trade this one, because there are not a lot of levels. Then also be sure that you do this on price action. So 50.62 is the level here. Good morning. URL, sad guy. Why are you a sad guy? Look at CJ. He's not sad. So that's fixed for you. You can play fixed today. Anything above 50.62, I will go long in this one. OTEX. Same thing going on, but this is a stock that's been around a little bit longer, to say the least. And this is almost double topping here right now. So this high here is 50.84, and then you can just, this is 50.82. So this is COVID, boom, down, up, above COVID, way above COVID now. Having a lot of trouble now to maintain the strong push up here, and well, it seems like 51.84 is some kind of resistance. And we can all see why, because it's at all-time highs. So if a stock is at all-time highs here, and it is double topping, then you can play it two ways. You can say, okay, what I'm going to do here, all-time high, trouble getting above this 50.84, I'm going to short this one here, this. But shorting a stock in all-time highs is, well, you're playing against the trends. And if you're trading just for a little while, or if you're trading longer, then you have to know that the trend is your friend. And if this is the trend, and you're trading against the trend now, then you really have to be very sure that this short is something that you want to do here, and you want to. Why don't you short a stock that is at all-time highs? Because, well, it's a strong stock because it's at all-time highs. Sometimes life is easy, and so you really have to be a player and a little bit of daredevil, I think, to short a stock at all-time highs. I'm not comfortable doing that. At the same time, I'm not very comfortable in trading stocks on breakout at all-time highs, because you're going here into unknown territory. So here are no levels, here are no lines. You cannot just trade to another level like we like to do normally. And so this is also something that you have to take into consideration. Normally what I want to do is this is a level, and then I'm putting here a level, for example, and I'm trading to that level, and then I'm gonna get out. So you have to really have a target here. The stock moves normally only 70 cents a day, so that's not a lot for a $51 stock. And so you need to break out with volume in order to play this one. So what I'm going to put in here is breakout. Breakout. Breakout, price action, volume. Those are notes to myself if I'm going to play this one. It can easily do something like this, that it stays in this triangle here for a while and then breaks out. So if you're not able to trade it today, then maybe you can trade it tomorrow or the day after, or consider this as a swing trade in one way or another, and you use this line here as some kind of support. So this is called a wick. And if it breaks out to either side of these, then you can try to play that. Tesla, Salpi, Tesla. Always Tesla. I'm going to talk about Tesla. Why not? So what I'm trying to do on this show is I do some stocks that everybody does, but you can see them on all the other channels, not only on Benzinga, but all the other channels all day long. Always trying to pick some other stocks. That's sometimes a risk, but this is 24.11, this high here, and this we're trying to get there right now. This on BYND, sorry, 84 cents moves on a day. Trying to get there right now with no volume, but if this one breaks out to the top here, 24.11, then you have some levels to go to, because it's not at all-time highs. So, and I want to see the break above 24.11 in order to play this. It had some troubles earlier here on a monthly scale on this level. This was 24.50 here. Then it leaned on this same level is 24 on this month, and even on this month 24.26. so this is definitely something that you want to watch here, and if it gets some momentum, then it might just go all the way up. So normally if a stock moves on average, this is the ATR, moves 84 cents, then you can say, okay, $27 is just insane to go there if a stock does not move that much normally, but it can. Look at this. This is a $5 move that you saw here. This is a $5 move that you saw here. So it can do that. It does not normally just jump out of the gates and go. So sometimes you have to have a little patience for stocks like these before they trade the way that you want them to. So this is not some stock that you just jump into and go for the moon because there's a lot of volume. No, this might just be an easy grind up, like it did here in this upwards move here. So back. Braskem is the company name, is on the watch list because of this. Leye Okeli, good morning, goedemorgen. Prakash, good morning. Sela, your highest gain 3K. That's great. What was your highest loss, Prakash? Tell me. Tesla. Someone wanted to talk about Tesla. Selfie. Thoughts on Tesla. Are you in Tesla? We talked about Tesla here on this point here, and we put out our Fibonacci toolkit. And I can see now why you're watching this cell, because it's sitting on this 38% line right now here. This is a nasty move, of course, but I'm not sure if this just a bad print here. Just might be. I think it is. So it seems like it's just sitting here, and if it's just sitting here, then you just might be so. Just might be something that you wanna. Okay, my dog is telling me or trying to tell me something. One moment. We are back. So I can see why you are looking at this one. So it's trying to hold this 677 line. I'm sorry about that. Let me just have a sip of water. My dog has something between her teeth. You get that feeling if you're having a stick between your teeth. Just some kind of wood, and sometimes it's even chicken or something else, and that's what's happening with her now, and she won't let me help her until she's so fed up with herself, and then I can and may help her, but until then she says stay away. I'm in agony. So back to Tesla, it's trying to hold this level here. You just can say that it's trying to just sit on this line here. There's always the danger of filling the gap to the downside here, which is 656. But I would be somewhat comfortable, I think, if for day trades, maybe just if it just stays on the 676 level here, even stays above it at least. And then if it does not do that, then it just might fall down here to close this gap here to 657, because I just think that this is some kind of bad print here. That's Tesla. Good morning, RS. Good morning, T. Oliver. Yeah, I know that you're optimistic about Tesla but as a day trader, I don't look at those news signs too much, because I'm just having I'm going in and with a thought, and what I want to do is I want to go in with the technical support for this one, and that's what I do. Rarian, do I pronounce that right? Rarian 1337. I thought this should be streamed on Twitter also. I think it is. I'm gonna just check. I don't check that every day, but if somebody can check that, then please do. I think it is. Brittany, maybe someone on the chat can tell you something that about strategies. But what I think is what I did when I just started investing and when I started trading. I traded and invested in a lot of different strategies, and then what the strategy that fitted me best. That's the strategy that I kept, and that's the strategy that I still do, which is to reverse along. And it's just something that I'm doing because it suits me the best. It's stupid, I know. Other traders say you have to have a complete toolbox. You should do the VWAP bounce. You should do this. You should do this. You should do options. You should do you should do anything that you. But that's not that's something that fits me. So I'm at my best when I do my strategy, which is in my case, is the reverse or long trades. And I think the best thing that you can do is just to do 100 trades according to a certain strategy, and then 100 trades doing another strategy. If you don't have the account for that, then do it on paper first. And then finally, if you think that some strategy fits you the best and makes you the most gains, then please do that strategy. And some people are only playing the short plays in the afternoon, and I do that also, but my successes are really in the early morning, the first 1.5 hour of trading, doing the reverse or long strategies. So you have to really figure out your own strategy, I think, and really try. And as I said, if you don't feel good because it does not fit your personality, then pick another strategy. Because the emotional aspect of trading, that certainly counts for day trading, is something that you really have to take into account if you're willing to pick this trading or this investing serious. So in the early days, I was always very nervous when my stock went up. Really was. So I was really nervous and anxious even if it got up, and if it went down, I was really calm. I don't know if anybody recognizes that, but that's something that a lot of traders have, and it's a strange feeling to be very calm if you are losing, and it's an even stranger feeling that you are very anxious if you are just winning, and because you think all the time, even because I did that in the beginning, I'm winning, I have to get out, and if you're losing, then you say, okay, well, I'm losing, but as long as I did not press the sell button, then it's only a paper lose. And what I learned is that you have to cut your losses. OCGN, we are doing a watch list. So I'm a day trader. Remember that, please. So I'm going in the morning with 0, and I'm getting out with 0. So these are the levels for OCGN. What I like to see on OCGN, that's my favorite play, is oh, why are you doing this to me? I don't understand why is this. So there we are. This is what I'm looking at for OCGN. So I want to let this one go to 872. Then I want to let this one go up again. So this is what I'm looking for, down to 822. For this one, I will have my limit order ready here at 824-ish. And then my stop will be at 814, so a 10-cent stop, and then trading this one to the upside to 871. It's 50 cents, and then maybe to 902, and then it's 80 cents. And if it breaks this one also, then maybe I'm trying to get in again here. But I'm taking my profits first, and I'm taking my loss very soon here. So if this does not hold this 822 and I'm getting in here, then I'm out here at 815-ish. That's for OCGN. So I'm looking for something like this today on OCGN. You did good last night. Yeah, OP, I'm sorry about what happened last night. And if you are from the States or Canada or anywhere else, then you absolutely don't know what I'm talking about. But we have something going on here, which is called the European Championships. And England beat Germany yesterday. Sorry for all the German viewers, but well, the Dutch are also out, so it's was not a good day, not a good week for us. Okay, let's look at space. This is space. This is space, and having some support here at 45.87, and this is 45.97. So this is not really one line, but this is an area of support that you have here, and there's the purple line again. So if it bounces here at this point, that's what I'm looking now for space. It's up a little bit, and I want to see something like this. So down all the way into this area. So this is not an exact line here, 45.86. It's more often an area, not more often, it's an area in this case. And so I want to see something like this here. I'm not going to put in a limit order here because on space I don't trust space that much that I'm just going to put in a limit order here. I'm just going to wait till it's here, and then I want to see some upward moving first before I'm going in, because there's enough room to the upside for space. So this is the reversal long that I want to play. It's up a little bit now compared to yesterday, the low of yesterday, down all the way to this level, this area of support, and then trading it back up. Oh, Angelina, what happened yesterday? England beat Germany. I think that's what you mean. And what happened with the early bird show? That's something that's OP is talking about. OP, did you come to terms that Germany lost yesterday? Where are you from, Angelina? So this is AMC. We looked at AMC for a while now, and we're looking at this. It tried to break this yesterday, so you could have put in some money here, because but it's only just a small move that it makes some kind of. I'm just watching this one here, and I'm trying to wait till it's really gets some momentum to get above this line. It's really heavily leaning now on the support line here. So on the 9 EMA, you can see that here falls through it one more, then another time. So I really want to see volume in this one, and I really want to see a clean break here in some way or form. So it can move $7. We know that. It can move a lot more than that, AMC, but something like this is that I'm looking for. So a real break of this line here. NNDM back in the building. Having a lot of trouble holding this 9 area here, and now just falling through that 870 again. We talked about this 870 more than once. So I want to see some strength in this one, and don't want to see it fall down first and then trade it back up. So I want to see some strength in this one. So it really has to get above this 870, and then there is a little bit of room here to just 40 cents, a little bit more to than a little bit less, as I have to say, to this 908 area. And then looking here to achieve this break here all the way to 930. So this was a level for a long time. I'm gonna still have this one in here because it seems like it's just some kind of resistance. I don't know why. Yeah, Xela, Emrin, BSQR, there are, I looked at BSQR also, B square, or don't be. So this is what happened yesterday. Whoops, I cannot see any levels here for BSQR. So if you want to trade this, then please trade this on price action. There was NNDM. Palantir, this is what we were looking for Palantir, but did not do that. So you could have shorted it. So we talked about this one and said, okay, if it's not breaking this 2748 line, then there's a short all the way to this green line here, which is a 9 EMA, and you could have played that. But I didn't. I was looking for this move here, did not make that move. And I also tries to lean here on its 9 EMA on the daily here. So maybe you can consider this to be a level, and that's just because these are in that same area, and if it's in the same area and not a line in the sand, then it's an area, and then it's a purple line. So this isn't something that you want to look at as an area of support here. So not exactly 26.25, which just might be very accurate because it's a $0.25, but just a little pull down here, and be sure that this is really support, and then trade it back to the upside for Palantir. Der Ball ist rund und muss ins Eck. Ja. Workhorse. I put it on my watch list, and sometimes I put in things on my watch list and I'm thinking, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Well, just seeing that my dog is still alive. She didn't choke on the thing that's between her teeth, but I was told that a dog cannot choke as easily as people can because there's something different going on here between breathing and swallowing. A veteran, a doctor told me that. This is 18. This is 1795. So that's what I'm looking at this one. So 18 was the top, 17.95 is now. Try to get there one more time and can play this two ways, I think. So it's now just between opening and close, so not doing a lot. This is the big move up here. So this is a difficult one because it's always difficult, I think. But there definitely is something going on here in this area. So let's say that this is let's say that 1637 is the support. So you want to just to pull down here to the 1637 area. Be sure that this is really support and then trade it back to the upside. GE. You're absolutely right about that one, OP. GE. Who's your favorite now in the European Championships? OP. This is GE. We played GE in this area. And not doing a lot these days. So these are the two highs here in the 1324 level. This is 1323, 1324. But on a daily, this yellow one and this blue one are very close to it. So I would say that this is more of a safe spot, 3028. So I really need some upwards movement here. Got up here all the way to this point. And this is now the line downwards. And then here we thought, okay, there is some kind of a bounce going on here, but just that does not get it. It's just not getting there. So I'm really looking for a big move to the upside now. And normally it does not move that much. It's only a small move with an ATR of 30 cents, but I'm looking for something like this on GE. A big move to the upside. Something like this here. $1 move on a $13 stock. That would be just fine. Something for this. So it's on my watch list. I don't have high expectations, but that's GE. What we've got here is Coupang. We traded this earlier on price action. It's a fairly new one here. And it now tries to get back to this low on its opening day, 50. So this is craziness on the day that it opens. Had this day yesterday, $4 move. And basically what we are looking for now on this one is the second day runner. So a lot of people might just get enthusiastic about this one. And you can look at this 41 level here as some kind of support, because there's the 50 moving average, which is just came in here because it's just such a young stock. So it's not as reliable as other 50 moving averages, but well, maybe, just maybe. There's definitely something going on here in this stock, and you just might just want to see this one just pull down here to this 40.75 and then just going back up again. You can also play the break here above 44, but it's a long way from there, so that's something that you might consider to be your next target if it really gets some volume. RIG. RIG. We waited for RIG for this move. We talked about RIG more than once, as you can see, and all these lines are from the past. So I'm gonna take those out now. We looked at RIG here in this area here, did this. So but not on a day that we wanted it to do, but it did eventually did this. So sometimes it's good to just, if it doesn't do something like this on the first day, then just keep it on your watch list, or set an alarm or something, and then it just might go. This was not the move that you wanted because it's just a 20-cent move eventually, so it's not something that you could have traded, but still interested in RIG, and why are you? I'm stuck. I am stuck. I am stuck. I am stuck. J-Lo also speaks German. So that tells me that you're not a real J-Lo. Baba, please. Kaimatic, good morning. The thing just froze on me, so just gonna start this one up one more time.
I tell all my CEOs, this is a very, very, very important platform. And look, all the other platforms are important too, but you're up there now. You're way up there.
Best investments you can do in your future is actually go and re-educate yourself on credible sites and credible resources like Benzinga. I think you guys have been killing it.
The comment section on this show is remarkable. Like the quality of the combo, and just big shout out to you and your community.
That's what I love about you guys. You know, you just had all your callers in right then. And it's all about the community here at Benzinga.
So I'm trying to get my charts back up again. We didn't look at NEO yesterday. So this is what we said about NEO. 40.82 here was the support level. After going up here, it just fell off my screen, but got all the way down, just dipped its toe right into this level, and then you could have played it right up for a $1 move all the way to 49, almost 50-ish. This was NEO yesterday on our watch list. Sometimes you have to wait a little, so it just got up, just sat here, then fell down right into this 48.82 level. That's why you have a level, because then you know if it touches that level and gets back up on its feet again, then you can play this one to the upside. And we could have done it quite now on NEO. My charts are freezing. My charts are freezing. My charts are freezing today. Juan, good morning. Good morning. Cosmetic. OP, did you try Marin? I don't know if OP did. OP trades a lot of things. Crazy Train, good morning. What do you guys think about the new trading 212 confirmed bottom to have to lend out shares? People in the chats, that's something that you wanna, if you wanna talk about this. Easy Train has some crazy questions here. Talk to her. Okay, RIG is that's where we're at right now. The daily on RIG here. Yeah, it's difficult. $481, $486. Do, 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 do. 486, 486, 486 is my level here. On rig. I only want to trade this one on a breakout to the above 486 and then trade it all the way to the 200 SME. I want to see some strength here because don't enter this property without any warning because my dog will get you. This is the daily on Beyond Meats. Looked at this here and hoping for this move. Did not do that, but I'm still hoping for this move. And this pam high here is 158.40, and this high here is away 157. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one, and this is also 157.20. So let me just put in 157.20. Let's do something. That's not too complicated. As a day trader, you don't need all these fancy lines that everybody else has. I do have the fancy lines, but and if you're trading this and you're watching your 3 screens like I am doing, then I can watch 12 stocks at the same time because my screens look like boom these. So these 4 screens that you're looking at right now. And so you really need to know if you want to get in on something like this. I only want to get in this one on 157.20 for a breakout trade. That's my only play for Beyond Meat. VIAC did not do what I wanted it to do. So we talked about VIAC here in this area because of this turbulent day. Just fell down here and just we thought, okay, that's it. But now this is happening. So all the way up and then couldn't get there. This is not something that looks very comfortable. I know that. So it's trying to close this gap here. But when it does, and if it does, but when it does, there's might be some kind of support here in this area. So 44 is a play that I am willing to make for a VIAC. So it just has to lean on this 44 level, and then you can play this one back to the upsides. So VIAC falling down 44 back to the upside. MS not doing anything now in pre-market. It's just this is a gap, as you can see. And this was the line in the sand here. So there's always something that's really scary if you're trading this, but this is can be a short play and a long play if you want that. So this has to be support here. So if it falls back on this level, this 89.78 level, and it holds that, then you can play this one to the upside. If it falls through this level, then Morgan Stanley can go all the way back here to this level. Maybe not today. Well, it might just do that today. But if it does not hold that level, then it's going to close the gap to the downside here, and then you just might play this one. And fix we talked about already. AMC, we talked about AMC. B, cloth. Cloth again, we talked about cloth yesterday, arrest, but well, I know that you're a frequent watcher of the show, so let's do cloth. CLOV did not do what we wanted it to do. It did do what we wanted it to do, but gave it all back. So this is what we're looking for. And this is it's not just bumping its head again against the same level-ish here. So this is not something that's really attractive to me. So it does not hold the levels that I drew in last time. So I'm going to say just trade this one on price action. Bath, boof, bath, beef, and beyond, something like that. You don't have that in Europe. So BBBY. Do they have earnings today? Really? Can somebody check that in chat if BBBY has earnings today? I'm really curious about that. Community, chat, talk to me. But this is just craziness, of course, but you know that. And then just didn't do anything for a while. This low here is 29.94, and this green one, which is a 9 EMA, is 29.97. Really not no that to the. I don't know if you want to look at this at that way. Here are some lows yesterday, 29. This is definitely a level, as you can see here. Some kind of a level, 29.66. Okay, they are earnings today, so keep an eye on BBY. if earnings are bad, I don't buy before earnings. That's what I'm gonna say to you. But if they are bad, then you really should be holding these 29.66 levels here at least. And nothing else to say about this one. I'm staying off this one today. Don't know what to do with this. And maybe I'm wrong. Hey. Okay, well, thank you for that. This is so nice of this chat that people want to just look it up. If you want to trade this, if earnings come out, then what are you going to do at before markets open? I don't know. Something like this gonna happen? I don't know. Maybe you should put it on your watch list and just step in if you're confident. But I'm not touching this one. Well, Bruce, you're right about that one, but it might be a sign for you just to get out if you see that a lot's happening. So what I will be doing at 3 o'clock, I will go to all the other channels. We'll go to Discord and to all the channels that are on YouTube also, and look at my Twitter and see what all the other people do. And if they are doing something contrary to what I am doing on a stock, then I'm getting interested in it. So there's one guy here, I'm not going to mention his name because that's not fair. If he's going to short something, then I'm ready to go long in the same ticker above a certain price. So shorting is okay. Of course it is okay. If you cannot short a stock, guys, then what will happen is the prices will only go up. And that's very nice if you're long, but then it will crash on you eventually. So shorting is just a good thing, I think. Okay, something happening now in pre-market. Does anyone have a ticker? I'm going to do one more ticker, and if this is happening now, talk about Xela, yeah, BRQS. BRQS. Oh, nice move. PBTS. This will be something that a lot of people will short this. We'll be shorting today, this PBTS. I'm going to tell you right now. I got up all the way to this area here. We talked about this one. We're not all the way up here for 30, and even in post market all the way up to this 471. And if this line is something that that will continue today, then this is something that you will see all day long on this one, and people will short this one into VWAP. So it gets down to this one, gets up to VWAP, short, and then shorting or selling this one, and then wait until it gets back up to VWAP and then shorting it. All right, JLo. That's a good discussion, guys. Boom, 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 boom. Verb. Oh, yeah. A small stock, guys, so watch it. The float is 45 million. It's almost a $2 stock right now, and after a move like yesterday, then if you're in that one, then you could have made some nice money here. Oh, it gapped up, didn't it? What did this one do? Okay, yeah. So the obvious line in the sand for FERB here is 220. How is this? It was at this level here, 244, and then also, yeah, this is just something that you want to trade above 220. I would only trade this one above 220 because it's just far too risky to get in something like this if it's not, if you don't have anything like a support. But what's happens a lot on the stocks like this, if it gets above VWAP here, then if you are fast enough with your hotkeys, then you can just make a nice 20-cent win of this one. But what will happen here at this level, if that a lot of people are going to pump it here and then it does not get there, then something like this will happen. So please be very sure that you take your profits early. And so I will only be comfortable. I'm not going to trade this, but if I would, then I only would be comfortable in this one above 220. And if this sign here is correct, then this is something that's happening right now, up, all the way down. And people will sell it into VWAP or short it into VWAP if it's a shortable stock. I don't even know that, but maybe it's hard to borrow or something. And you cannot play a bounce on these ones. So if it goes down all the way to this level here or this level here or something like this, then it's just considered to be weak and it will not bounce because it's such a small stock. If it's a 20, 30, 40, over $100 stock and it falls down, and people will eventually buy it up, the big guys. But with small stocks like these, if they fall, then they 9 out of 10 occasions don't get up during the day. So be careful, Walt, if you're going to trade this one, because it's a difficult one. It's 10 past 11. It's 10 past 5 Eastern time. It's 10 past 11 in Amsterdam. I am off, guys. It was nice that we all could talk about some stuff that not always relates to day trading, but that's okay. I am on Twitter if you want to do what I did during the day. Did not a lot yesterday, just one big move and then some scalping, but I'm not going to bother you with that because I'm only going to talk about those stocks that are in my early bird show because I think that's fair. Otherwise, I'm just after the fact threat and I just don't want to do that. I just told you all the levels that I'm going to get in or out, or in or out, or long or short. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, this is the hand. You can enter this video also. Follow me on Twitter. I will tweet out what I did that day. And sometimes when it's really slow day, then I'm going to say, I'm watching this. So did we all look at it? Did we all look at the like button and did we also press that like button? Because there is something going on here that there are more than 1,300, 1,400, 1,500, sometimes 2,000 viewers. And even if you're not watching this live, but watching this just because you want to have your morning coffee and listen to the show, then just press that like. it's not for me. I'm telling you, it's not for me. It's from Benzinga. It's from Benzinga because we want to make this a bigger platform. My first name, I'm gonna put in the chat. But you can call me Bosch. Hit that like and hit that share. It's important to us. So will be back at 7:30 Eastern time, and I also will tweet out what I did today. So follow me on Twitter, and then you also can see that other show at 7:30, which is on another channel. But if you follow me on Twitter, then you will see where it's at. Be sure that you share this with your friends and that you talk to your friends about Benzinga, and we'll all be fine. If you're not able to catch me at the 7:30, then please be sure to catch me tomorrow. I'm back at 4 a.m. Eastern time, like every morning here. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all the chat info, and thanks for all your great comments. Really appreciate that. Thank you. And see you guys soon.